This is Call Me Wise. Today we're going to speak about deception. And deception is surrounds all of us, causing paranoia and panic. As we watch films on TV, skits on TV, some live television, anyway, and also videos on internet. No matter where you get them from, Facebook, YouTube, so forth and so forth and so forth. Okay. People like to put these things on there to make you believe that these sort of things are happening. It's called truth or scare. Okay, whether you're gonna get a true story or it's gonna scare the hell out of you. Okay. I'm gonna give you a video that I've actually made. I downloaded an app called FX Guru. Okay, and I will give you. I did this earlier today, so it's kind of right now. It's night times, but I'm going to show you a video that I did earlier today, and this will show you that deception is been used all over the world, and people think that such as I'm going to give you a couple examples before I get to the video here that I made earlier today. There's sometimes people don't realize that that these videos that people are putting out on YouTube, and a lot of times if someone says, well, we got to turn this into the news because this is neat, this is awesome, but we don't know what it is, and we need to know what the government thinks about this. So when you turn it into the news, the next thing you know, it comes to find out it's a piece of crap. It's just a load of garbage, and it ain't true stuff because they find out that they put it on a special unit or computer to analyze it, and when it comes analyzed, then the whole change of perception, and you're just feeling like the ass. Okay. So anyway, with this FX program, it's like a CGI program, and that's what people are using. The CGI is basically a computer generated video effect is what it is, and that's what they use in like Star Wars and other movies that nowadays is what they use. So I'm going to show you this video, and to understand the deception, and when this video comes on, I will be talking in the video, and so you might not be able to hear some of the stuff because in the video there's from the craft itself, there's a ship that comes out or something and flies off the direction. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you this video, and then we'll get back and we'll talk a little bit more about deception. This is a CGI program, FX Guru. It only has 12 seconds to be able to do these videos. This is deception. This is trying to put these things on YouTube and make you believe that there's something in the sky. Okay, so we're back. What did you think of the video? I thought it was a pretty cool program. I thought that I had fun with it. There was one that has like a robots that shoot and stuff. You'll see the missiles. You'll see the fire firing going off, and you'll see bullets flying, and then you see robots beating each other up and stuff. And I thought it was pretty cool. Deception surrounds us all the time, and it cause paranoia and panic. Okay, as we watch films on TV and these video and internet, people just make this stuff up so bad. And just like I said on the right before the video, that we've got to watch this stuff in deception. Okay? We know that deception creates a place in the mind that we dwell on every single day, such as the president, the government, aliens, ghosts, demons, and stories that catch your attention. My wife came across this thing on Facebook, and there was a little baby on there, and it says, please, please do not cause, like if you do not like abortions or so forth, and something like that. And my next segment is going to talk about this, and I'll explain at the end of my show here. But these things that people will make you deceived on these behalves would make you angry and make you sad, make you scared, and worry so much. And this gets in the brain, and it causes that reaction, and it causes negativity. So then you start panicking, and then the whole day is ruined. Okay. So to bring this up, and a lot of people will understand that these black communities and stuff are fighting against each other, and the white communities are going against the black community, and the black communities go back to the white community and say, hey, and it's always a fight back and forth. And I just don't understand why we can't just get along. I've heard of the saying, can't we all just get along? They understand that our world is changing, and the past is the past. So keep it the past. That's the thing. Keep it the past. Quit dwelling on it. But this is what I'm saying when they say Black Lives Matter, and then someone says white lives matter too. Okay? And like my first segment, I was talking, do I look white to you? Okay? That's a gesture to you saying, hey, we're not completely white. We have a bit of our past in us. And from that past, we may have another part of another culture. So watch who you talk to and watch what you say, because you don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, lives matter. Life, no matter what, no matter who you are, is the most important thing in human nature. From an unborn child to the wise elderly, we learn that deception also controls our way of life. We need to watch for deception such like me. I believe that the president is the puppet, and the government is the ventriloquist. Okay? And if this isn't true, I have been deceived. Okay? I've been deceived in thought, deceived in sight, and deceived by hearing. Okay? But then we talk to the president and we say, honesty is the best policy, and I've learned this when I was a kid. Okay, that's part of wisdom. Honesty is the best policy. Be true and honest to who you talk to and who you're open with, because they take that in and they respect you more. Okay? So, if someone says they're going to change the world, and this goes for you, Mr. President, if someone wants to change the world, and you say you're going to change the world, and then years go by, and they do not change the world, they make it worse than what we went into. I know a lot of times people say, well, he did better. He actually got us out of debt. Well, if he's getting us out of debt, then why are we still in it, and why we keep going further into it, and why are we paying off other countries? So you tell me You deceived the people, those who think this stuff is going on, and what they read and what they say, okay, have been deceived themselves and repeat it to other people, and they become deceived. That's when you're putting that nasty seed out there and you're spreading it more and more, that negativity, when we want positive feedback in our homes. We want them to understand that you need to change yourself before you change something else. For example, and this is what happens when you deceive somebody, and I'm going to give an example. I'll give it like a metaphor, okay? You take a seed, a weed seed, okay? Say, I don't know what we call, you can pick any kind of weed you want. I don't care. Not pot. Okay, what I'm saying is a natural weed that grows in the earth, in your garden, that destroys a beautiful flower. Okay? Takes the nutrients, takes the water, sucks it right up, and kills the plant. Okay? Kills that beautiful plant. And it keeps doing it, and then grows more weed. Okay? Grows the more weeds in that garden and kills everything in it. This is what happens when you put deception in the ground. This is what happens when you decide to make these false stories, this false media. Okay. So spreading right here, saying spreading deception is the most worst thing to do to your world. You have become the salesman with the pitch, and you have deceived everyone else and took what they had been given in life and destroyed it. You know, I had an idea. I never could understand why the world's the way it is. I never could understand it. A lot of people said, well, let's get into, because I want to make sure that in my show that people know the information. I've been doing segment after segment trying to get these right, so to make sure that I'm not hurting anybody or deceiving anybody, since the show is about deception. There was a deal that back in 1977, I think, that came about in the air, and it was scrambled and stuff, and the words, some words and audio came out, and you could probably look it up on YouTube, but this is where deception comes in, and we're not sure if this is true or not, but I got on the internet, and it says, well, this happened back in 1977, November 26th. Okay, and this is what I keep seeing, so you can look it up if you'd like. It would be, it's called the interruption, television interruption, audio interruption, or whatever you want to put in there. And I'll actually have a man that's a salesman, but look into that. And there's a voice comes on. You can actually hear it first a little bit, and then it garbles later on. But so I want you to look into stuff like that. I want you to find the information, the correct information. Make sure it's not a hoax just like this one, and make sure that it says it was unknown, and it says a possible hoax. Possible, and they say hoax, but it's possible hoax. No one knows what happened. Because you know, back in 77 we didn't have cable and stuff like that, but we had television. But once you look into this stuff, like I said, I'm going to watch how long I do this show, but deception is something you can look into. A lot of people are worried that these people that come out and say, well, the government is has a conspiracy to destroy mankind, that the New World Order is coming. Well, I worry about that too. I really do. I worry about that because we really don't know what's going to happen. I've seen some videos of military men going to door, checking people and see if they're still in there, and not having guns on them. If they have guns on them, then they take them away. So I know place I live, there's a lot of people who love guns and they want to go out there and hunt, and they shoot them off at the ranges, so forth and so forth and so forth. But then you put the gun in the wrong hand, and then it causes a problem. So the idea is to take the gun and register it like a car and have it registered every single year, and that way the guns is still in that person's hand. This other person is not using it for the wrong nature. They'll get the gun taken away. So like I said, I'm gonna also put this in a video because I want to make this short and and please people too. Sometimes I like to talk a lot, but last video I didn't have my hair down, so if people think that I look like Jesus, well, my mother said that too, but I'm not. I'm not the. I got a wisdom, but follow your heart, not somebody that could be deceptive. So listen to me, that you make the judge what you do in life. I can't decide for you. But change who you are, and the same thing is, this video also goes out to the president. If you're listening and you see this, when you listen to somebody that could be deceptive, even somebody from the government, or somebody that can help you control what is going on, Mr. President, things get worse. When you say that media has destroyed the reputation of you, that when you say that they are wrong, they're deceiving you, it's all lies, well, we don't know what to believe anymore, because every single president that came through that door had lied and deceived their country. As far as I know, that I've heard about the Illuminati, I've heard a lot about the Freemason, that the banks, the banks that run our cash up there in the States, that are working on giving them money when debt comes around. Well, I've heard pretty bad things about Freemasons, so there's a lot of secrets that we don't know. So hearing and knowing if they're true, I don't know they're true or not. I look into these things, and if you see it and you've been there, then you probably know. So whoever's down there below you, you think that is supposedly working for you, and we probably think you're working for them. Look into that. Check your books before you check your people of the United States. Make sure that you're correct, you're right, your information is correct. Because half of the stuff that comes through your door and hits your desk may not be what you want to be signing. Okay? You may read it right, and the next thing you know, you could be signing a label to your life away. So the same thing with people that watch what you sign. Okay, half the stuff could be deceiving on paper too, and especially in small print. Boy, especially in small print. Like I said, we are deceived. So I'm going to make this video short. Grow a seed into the hearts of the people. Let it bloom. Let it create other plants' life. Create a forest of quietness and peace. We're talking here on Call Me Wise. Signing out.